Hello and welcome to HC and Go Glamorous. You're with me, Crystal Fernandez, and I'm back with another exciting session on fashion. Well, today I have a very reputed fashion designer from Saligaon, Ninoshka Alvarez de Leni, and she's gonna help us update ourselves on many fashion tips. So stay tuned. So here is Ninoshka Alvarez de Leni. So Ninoshka, can you tell us a little more about yourself? Like, how did you get into fashion designing?
I always found clothes interesting, and I've been interested in art since a child. So I thought this was the best way to combine the two, and that's how I got into fashion designing.
Okay, so have you done a course before? What have you done? Have you studied fashion designing?
Yeah, I did my bachelor's
Okay.
in fashion design from a school of fashion technology, Pune.
Okay.
And after which I worked for 2 years at an export house, and then I did my master's in fashion management from NIFT Mumbai. After that I worked for another 3 years at a fashion house, Melange in Bombay, and now I've recently launched out here in Goa.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing in Goa as of now? Like, do you have a store of your own or something?
No, I don't have my own store as yet, but I do supply to stores. In Goa, I supply to Barefoot in
Okay.
Panjim, and in Bombay, I supply to Melange.
Okay, so this is your brand, right?
Yeah,
So what is it? What have you named your brand?
my brand is my label is Ninoshka.
Ninoshka. Okay.
Yeah, and I concentrate on making clothes that revolve around eco-friendly fabrics, organic dyes, and as far as possible, I use handloom fabrics
Okay.
and traditional crafts, traditional arts from India. And my garments usually revolve around traditional handicraft.
Okay, so what type of clothes, what kind of wear do you do you design? Like, is it formals or is it casuals, or what kind of clothes do you design?
My clothes are mostly Indo-Western.
Okay.
I prefer making Western silhouettes
Okay.
or Indo-Western silhouettes.
So is it like, how does it go? Like, the same patterns that you supply to Goa, are they the same in Mumbai?
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
Because the clientele is very different from Bombay.
Okay.
Goa and
Yeah,
Bombay
that's
is very
right.
different. Yeah.
So do you stitch what you design, or do you outsource it?
Some things I do on my own.
Okay.
If it's usually, I have a lot of drapey silhouettes, so that's something I do on my own. Some of the things I outsource.
The clothes that you design, are they stitched in bulk? Like, is it one pattern in bulk, or how does it work?
I don't make bulk pieces. I just make one of a kind piece. Each piece is different from the other, so that each client gets a different piece altogether. I don't repeat a piece. Even if I do have to repeat, then I make small changes here and there, like the fabric or the color, something like that. But as far as possible, I try not to repeat a particular design. So each piece is one of a kind.
Okay. And what are your rates like?
My rates start from 2000.
2000.
Yeah, and it depends on what kind of garment it is.
Okay.
What fabric I've used. Like recently, what I had used organic dyes, and I had made reversible garments. So you could wear one garment inside out,
Yeah.
and so it's like wearing two garments, having two garments for the price of one. So depends that way.
Okay, so Nanashka, the monsoons are here. So what would you suggest that Goa try for this monsoon?
For this monsoon, I think people should wear happy colors. By happy colors, I mean warm colors, bright colors. Since the weather is so glum.
Could you name some colors?
I personally like yellow and orange, neon colors. So try neons. And as far as your clothes are concerned, I think you could bring out all your shorts, your skirts, dresses, and wear light fabrics that are easy to dry.
So now when we talk about body shapes, what kind of colors do you suggest for people who are on the broader side?
People who are on the broader side should wear darker colors. Black is the best color to wear. Makes you look slimmer. But if not black, then you could wear some dark colors, navy blues, burgundies. These colors look good on people who are a little on the broader side.
So does the same apply to men as well?
Yeah, men also dark charcoal gray, black.
Okay.
Darker colors look better.
And how about the opposite? What if there's a person who's more on the slimmer side?
People on the slimmer side can wear whites, pastels, anything that's light. Yeah.
Okay, so now when we talk about skin tones, now what about people who are on the darker skin tone? Do dark shades suit them or light shades?
People who are dark shades suit them better, but if like shades like burgundy or earthy tones suit them, or earth tones, like a biscuit or colors like that. But black, I think black is also a very strong color, but if you're petite and you're dark, I think you should avoid black, because then that just makes you look very small.
Okay, and how about people who are on the fairer side?
People with paler skin, fairer skin should, I think, altogether avoid pastel colors.
Okay, by pastel, what colors do you mean?
Pastels, I would mean your baby pink, peaches, and your pista green. Those colors should be avoided altogether, because it just kind of drowns your skin tone.
Right.
If you again, black should be avoided, because if you're very fair, then black highlights your skin tone. If at all you want to use black, then I'd say keep it away from your face. Besides that, certain colors like your jade, your fuchsia pink, forest green, these colors look really nice on fairer skin people.
Okay.
So warm colors, I would say, look good on fair skin people.
So what is the current happening trend right now?
Right now, like I said, neon colors, which are so in for the season. They are so apt for the season. Your bold floral prints are in. Actually, if you go to see in India, people don't usually follow trends like in the West, not in a big way. In the West, what happens, there are 4 seasons: is spring, summer, autumn and winter. In India, we have only 3 seasons. We have the summer, we have monsoons, and we have winter. So in summers, people tend to wear cottons and linens and light colors, bright colors. In monsoon, people tend to wear bright colors. In the winters, that's where winters usually overlap with the festive season. So in the festive season, people tend to dress, spend more on clothes. They tend to dress up more. And all over India, if you see, it starts with Diwali, and then you have your wedding season. So people start buying for festivals and for the big fat Indian wedding. In Goa, though it's a little different scenario, people don't spend like the way they spend in Bombay and Delhi and all, but over here in Goa, people tend to buy for the big fat Christian wedding. And besides that, we have you have festivals like Christmas and New Year, where a lot of Indian tourists and your international tourists come down. So you have a lot of Western clothes that people buy. So that's how the trend works.
Yeah, so since you spoke about Christian weddings, are you into gowns as well?
Yes, I do, but I do some Indo-Western gowns.
Okay. Yeah. So do you take orders, or do you just supply to stores, or do you also accept orders?
Yeah, I do accept orders besides supplying to stores.
Okay, so you're into all kinds of designing, Indian, Western, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. So now, Nanoshka, if you had to name one Bollywood or Hollywood actress who is the most well dressed, who would that be?
Bollywood actress, I would say Sonam Kapoor.
Okay.
And internationally, I personally like Emma Watson's style.
So, is there any specific reason why you took these names?
With Sonam, I think she's very bold. She experiments a lot, and she carries off what she wears. So that's why I like her, the bold experiment that she, that's
right.
the way she goes about it.
And what about the males?
In India, it's very difficult to choose, but even though I'm not a fan of his acting, I think Shah Rukh Khan is a good dresser.
Okay.
Again, because he's very experimental in his clothing, and somehow he manages to pull it off, whatever he wears.
Okay, now how about the worst dressed actor or actress?
The worst dress, I think all-time worst dress is Govinda.
Okay.
So I don't know, somehow he doesn't get his color blocking right. But it's really difficult to find. In actresses it's very difficult because everyone has their personal stylist and they're more or less okay. Besides once in a way, they have some goof ups, fashion faux pas, but which we can forgive them. But overall I think actresses are not that bad dressed, but actors, I don't know if we can name actors, but if you ask me who's the worst as celebrities, then I would say Yash and Avantika Birla win hands down.
Okay. So, talking about fashion blunders, could you give us a few tips or a little advice as to what fashion blunders we should avoid?
I think the biggest fashion blunder that people make is being a fashion victim. They just go and follow celebrities blindly. Even if it doesn't suit their body type. So I think that's the biggest fashion blunder that someone makes. You follow someone blindly just because it's in fashion. But I think what's important is you wear something that suits your body type, that looks good on you. So that's important.
So, have you any time experienced any sort of fashion blunder?
Me? I have to say, yeah, many times, but if you ask me to pinpoint, yeah, I don't remember. But I'm sure I have.
Okay, now Namaskar, let's focus on colors. Okay, now if I'll give you a situation. Say you were going to go on a date. Okay, so what according to you is the right color to wear to impress a guy? Which color brings out the femininity of a woman?
I'd say black because black brings out the femininity. What happens is every woman has some reservations about their body. So black is something, I mean, all women feel, okay, I look too fat. So black is something that makes someone look slimmer. So I'm sure when you look slimmer, you feel more confident, and every man would like.
And what would you suggest for someone who's already slim?
Someone who's already slim. Oh wow. Someone who's already slim, then it's great for them. They can wear anything they like because they're slim.
Okay, so another situation. What if you were about to go to work and your boss is, he has a bad day.
Yeah.
So what would you wear? Which colors according to you can suit the person?
Happy colors, bright colors, I would say yellow, orange, red, because they're very bright, vibrant colors and they can really lift somebody's spirit. So I would go with a yellow or an orange.
Okay. And what if you were just, planning a day out with your girlfriends? So what color would bring out the girly side of you?
The girly side of me, my favorite color is white, so I would go with white.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any specific reason as to why you like white?
I just like white because it's such a nice color, for summers it's such a nice color for our kind of weather here in Goa. Besides, it goes with so many other colors. You can mix and match it with so many other colors. That's why I always like white or black. These are my favorite colors.
Okay, so what is your personal style statement?
My personal style is, I would say, is earthy. I like clothes that are more on the earthy tones.
So when you say earthy again, could you name some colors?
Colors, of course, blacks and whites,
Yeah.
then grey, brown, green, beige, blues. Those are all the colors you'll find in my wardrobe. You'll rarely find some bright color, but I more than make up for it with my scarves and stoles, which I like wearing, which also happens to be my favorite accessory. I wear a lot of scarves and stoles, different colors, and I collect a lot of scarves from different handicrafts from all over India. So I have
That's nice.
like a whole range of kathas and ajraks, and I have ikats and chanderis and you name it.
So all these scarves, what kind of clothes do they go along with?
I wear it on almost everything. What I'm wearing right now is a scarf I picked up from Bhuj. It's
Okay.
what the Muslim men wear in Bhuj. So
Oh, wow.
it's worn by the Muslim tribal men.
Okay.
So I wear it with almost anything and everything.
Okay.
So I believe in the concept of recycling. So I don't have many clothes in my wardrobe. You won't find lots of clothes, but I mix and match a lot. So thanks to my scarves, so I tend to not repeat the look. So every time I use a different look with my scarves and my stoles and different kurtas or a different dress, and I just play around with the clothes that I have.
Okay, so when you're wearing a scarf, a bright scarf, is it really necessary to accessorize? Like when I say accessorize, I mean your earrings or your hand jewelry, neck. Is it important?
It depends on a person. Me personally, I can go with a scarf. I
As
like
a
to
fashion
experiment.
designer,
Yeah.
does it look right to have a bright scarf and accessories and stuff?
If you're having something bright in your neck, then I would say keep your accessories apart from each other. Like you can wear something in your hand, then maybe not wear something very loud in your ears or in your hair or something. Keep that distance between your accessories, so it doesn't clash. But it depends on an individual. I like to I like to play around with earrings, necklaces, and I don't like anything in my hands personally. I feel very uncomfortable when I wear something in my hands.
And what would you have to say about footwear? Like, does your footwear have to match your accessories, or how does it work like that?
Ideally, yeah, they say your shoes have to match your belt and your bag, but it depends on you. If you can carry off a different kind of belt and a different kind of shoes, why not? No, it depends on an individual. I mean, I wouldn't really go into matching my shoes and my belt, and especially for ladies, it's not really required. For men, yeah, maybe to an extent, yeah, actually, it should. They should wear matching belts and shoes, but for girls, it's more liberal.
What about about wearing everything matching? Matching shoes, matching bags, matching clothes, matching lipstick.
No, no, no. I personally don't like that, and I think it's a big blunder. Then you tend to look like
So there has to be a variation, two different tones.
Yeah. Mostly, if you wear contrast, and it makes your whole ensemble look more interesting. So, yeah, color blocking also is a good way of creating a lot of interest in what you're wearing.
Okay, what is color blocking exactly?
Color blocking is your using your contrast colors. In spite of being contrast, they still create a rhythm, so it still looks interesting.
Like, could you give us an example?
An example would be like a teal jacket, maybe with a fuchsia top and maybe white pants, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so Ninoshka, now you know so much about fashion, right? So, what do you think? Where does Goa stand when it comes to fashion?
People in Goa are very conscious of what they wear. They are pretty conscious of fashion, what's going on around them. You can see it when you go to church. You see everyone dressed so well and so in tune with the current trends. So I would say people in Goa are very fashion conscious. Yes, they are.
Okay, so if you had to rate Goa, on a scale of 10 when it comes to fashion and experimenting with fashion, what would you rate them?
I would say 8, 7 or 7 maybe, 7 or an 8.
Okay. Any specific reason?
Um, like I said, they are conscious, and but I still feel like, when you see the Goans, they still have that Goanness in them when they dress, as far as, yeah. So they still have some bit. I mean, I tend to compare it with Bombay because I've lived in Bombay for so many years, and I feel when it comes to um, people in Bombay, they are more experimental. They're much bolder. Goa is not far behind though, so yeah, that's why I would give them a 7.5 maybe.
Okay, so Ninoshka, what are your future plans in Goa?
My future plans in Goa, I'm hoping that I hope to supply to many more stores in Goa. Besides that, since I'm working on this whole organic line, I'm hoping that that will catch up in Goa. The whole concept of organic fabrics, of handloom fabrics, of eco-friendly material, eco-friendly garments catches up in Goa. So that's my biggest.
Yes. Any plans of opening your own store here?
Hopefully in the future. Yeah.
Well, Ninoshka, what would be your message for Goa?
I think I would tell people to be comfortable in what they wear, because when you wear what you're comfortable in, you ooze out confidence, and with confidence comes your grace and your factor. So I would say wear your confidence at all times.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ninoshka. It was a pleasure having you on the
Thank you.
show.
This is less than half a collection of all my scarves and stoles. As you can see, these are my most precious kanthas. I love this. This is my favorite stole because you can see the work. It's so intricate. I love the design, and I love the block print that is done on it, and the kantha done around the block print. I really love this one. I love this one too. It was a gift from my best friend. So this kantha is very close to my heart. Besides these, I love the ajraks. This is something I picked up when I had gone to Bhuj. This is a traditional ajrak design. This is also an ajrak, and this is ajrak on silk. This one. Besides this, I have some block prints like this one, and this is my shibori. This is another one I like. It's in cotton, so it's very comfortable to wear in the summers, and I love the colors also, the indigo. This is my ahimsa silk odna. Ahimsa silk is silk that is made without killing the silkworm. So this is a precious stole. Besides this, I like this one. This is something I have developed personally when I had gone to Gujarat in Bhuj. This is a soof embroidery. It is made by the Muslim girls, in the Muslim Kachi girls, and the beauty of this embroidery is the embroidery is worked backwards. That means they work on this side. They work on this side, and the design turns out on this side. So for this embroidery, you need really good eyesight because they literally count each and every thread, each and every yarn, and that's how they do the embroidery. So it's only the younger girls who do this because you need real good eyesight for this. This is one of my favorite pieces to wear for a semi-formal occasion. It's great to wear because again, I don't have to bother about putting on weight or anything. It's just draped around, so simple to wear. It's my African printed skirt. It's straight from Africa. This is just a wraparound skirt. It's ideal for the beach, something you can drape around you over your swimwear after a swim. This is something I would wear for the evening. It's one of my own creations. It's a shibori, and I've used a border, an antique border, Banarasi border here. This is once again one of my creations. This is something I wear for a semi-formal occasion. It's a 10 dress, and as you can see again, it's a shibori on dupion silk. This is what I wear for my casual wear. As you can see, these are dhoti pants. This is again entirely my own creation. This is what I normally wear for casual occasions. I like to be comfortable, so I like wearing dhoti pants and anything that is loose. This is my dress, my own creation, which I would wear for a cocktail party. It's not black, it's navy blue, so I think it would make a statement.
A highly creative and gifted makeup artist with more than 8 years experience, Lavanya Shetye is proficient in producing creative and technically perfect visual representations. Lavanya Shetye launched herself in the Goan market very recently, and she showcased her photo exhibition of her world of makeup.
It's a pleasure to have you in Goa, ma'am. I'd just like to know, what is makeup to you? How would you define makeup in the fashion industry today?
Makeup. See, makeup is, there are quite a bit of varieties in makeup. What I feel is every person looks beautiful, beautiful, the facial features, they are beautiful. But makeup is something which just gives a touch to it. I prefer naturally looking people, adding a touch of makeup to that. They look perfect. According to me, makeup is required in each and every field nowadays, may it be corporate field, working, fashion world, artists, even housewives for that matter. I feel everybody should have some awareness of doing some makeup which will suit them. Color combinations and choosing the right shades for you is very important. You should know your colors, you should know what to choose, what suits you is very important. So according to me, I think makeup should be a part of each and everyone's life.
Well, ma'am, what are your future plans in Goa? You've just started off, you just launched yourself, so what are your future plans?
Well, I'm looking forward to work with different categories, different people. Could be for the Goan crowd, for maybe Goan movies, anything to do with art and culture programs. We're also planning to start some training centers where we can train people to make them or teach them how to prepare, how to look presentable, overall personality development. And well, anybody who wants to hire me can feel free to call me for their work.
Okay. And ma'am, as a makeup artist, what is your personal style statement?
As a makeup artist, well, you need to have confidence in yourself, carry yourself well, and be positive in each and every field that you are right to fit in. Thank you.
And ma'am, do you have any personal message for Goa when it comes to fashion, makeup, anything?
Goa is a hip hop place, so do your best. All you are beautiful people out there, make the best out of it, and I think you're fine just the way you are.
Well, that's all I had for you for this session, but for more fashion gossip and updates, don't forget to tune in to 8C and Go Glamorous.